Chosen ones, a wealthy stranger is about to relocate you because you did this. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. In life, we often think that our small acts go unnoticed, but in the unseen realm, every seed of kindness, every brave step of faith is shifting the very fabric of your destiny. In today's message on spiritual wisdom, you'll discover how one simple moment, perhaps one you barely remember, has invited a powerful force into your life. A wealthy stranger is being divinely guided to unlock doors you couldn't open on your own. Are you ready to receive what you once thought was impossible? Drop a 77 in the comments if you're claiming this season of divine alignment, and share how faith has made the impossible possible in your life. Let's grow together. Chosen one, your time is now. 1. A small act sparked a major shift. A simple act, one you may have overlooked or dismissed as unimportant, has created a ripple in the unseen realms. That quiet moment when you chose kindness over bitterness, faith over fear, or integrity over compromise did not go unnoticed. It was recorded not just in the spiritual realm, but in the heart of someone watching someone powerful. Someone with the ability to shift your entire environment. That person, whether symbolic or literal, has been stirred by your energy, your light, and your alignment. And now they are being used as a divine instrument to relocate you to the place where your gifts, your calling, and your highest potential can flourish. What you thought was just a moment of goodness has become the gateway to a destiny you didn't even see coming. This is how spiritual awakening truly unfolds. It doesn't always come with trumpets or grand signs. Sometimes it arrives quietly, tucked within the fabric of your daily choices. Your life is not being disrupted, it's being redirected. You've outgrown the energies, the mindsets, and even the surroundings of your past chapter. That's why it feels like everything is shifting beneath you. But it's not falling apart, it's falling into place. As the saying goes, your vibe attracts your tribe. But in your case, your integrity has attracted opportunity, your faith has attracted favor, and your spiritual wisdom has drawn the attention of destiny itself. A wealthy stranger, guided by unseen purpose, has recognized your value and is aligning circumstances to move you not just physically, but energetically into the space where you were always meant to shine. This isn't just about relocation. It's a transformation of identity. You're not simply going somewhere new. You're becoming someone new. The version of you who was overlooked, underestimated, or undervalued is being left behind. In its place is the awakened, you aware, empowered, and ready to walk in purpose. That moment of obedience, that small yet profound gesture, was the spiritual key that unlocked this next phase. Divine timing is no longer waiting. It has arrived, and it's meeting you with unexpected allies, sudden breakthroughs, and undeniable clarity. So reflect for a moment. What action have you taken recently that might have seemed small, but carried the weight of your entire soul? That decision was not in vain. It was the spark that called down favor. In this season of spiritual awakening, don't question the shift. Trust it. You've done your part in silence, and now the universe is responding with movement. Everything is lining up because you dared to act from your higher self, and now the doors that were once sealed are opening without resistance. Walk forward, not because you forced the path, but because your spiritual alignment created it. Are you ready to step into the blessing sparked by your small but powerful action? If so, comment below. I am ready to thrive, to affirm your readiness for this divine shift. 2. You're part of a hidden network. You are part of a hidden spiritual network that extends far beyond what the eye can see. Every time you acted with kindness, held your peace instead of retaliating, or gave when no one was watching, you planted seeds into this energetic web. These moments weren't lost. They became part of an invisible thread of influence that has now reached someone powerful. A wealthy stranger, moved not by coincidence, but by divine prompting, is about to enter your life. This person doesn't know your full story, but they feel your energy. They've been spiritually drawn to you, guided by the very vibration your soul has been emitting for years. The good you've done in silence is speaking loudly in realms you've never imagined. We often think we need to be in the right room, shake the right hand, or say the perfect words to change our destiny. But in truth, spiritual alignment speaks louder than any resume. Your name has been whispered in places you've never walked into, not by people, but by the energy you've cultivated. It's the law of divine return. What you release into the universe, love, truth, patience, returns multiplied. This is what's happening now. Your breakthrough isn't random. It's the result of years of internal work, discipline, and faith when no one was clapping for you. Someone with resources, reach, and readiness is being positioned to bless you, not because they owe you anything, but because the spiritual current has made your name known to them. This is the season where silent seeds bloom. You might not even remember the specific act that triggered this shift. A quiet prayer, a selfless decision, a moment of compassion, but it mattered. It echoed through the spiritual atmosphere, and now it's returning to you in the form of favor. And the one bringing it, they've been prepared just for this role. Their wealth, their influence, their desire to relocate you to a new place in life, it's not a transaction, it's alignment. They are simply the vessel through which the universe is delivering what your spirit has already earned. So when the opportunity comes, recognize it for what it is. Not luck at all. This is spiritual compensation. This is the divine network at work. And this is your confirmation that your energy, your real wealth, has been doing the work in silence, preparing a way. As Rumi said, what you seek is seeking you. But even more powerfully, what you've become is now calling forth everything meant for you. Stay in alignment, walk with faith, and prepare yourself to receive what's already on its way. Leave a like and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss powerful content like this. You're not alone. You're part of a divine network. Comment below. I attract blessings through divine connections to affirm your alignment with this spiritual flow. 3. This change is a spiritual upgrade. The relocation is not just a change in location. It's a divine intervention signaling that your soul has outgrown the place you once called home. Spiritually, you are being pulled into alignment with your higher calling. And what once felt familiar now feels too tight for your evolving identity. You are not being uprooted by chaos. You are being elevated by purpose. This transformation isn't about leaving something behind. It's about stepping into something greater. The walls that once defined your limits are now becoming doorways. This shift is sacred. It is confirmation that your spiritual growth has reached a threshold, and the universe is responding in kind. At the center of this shift is not chance, but a moment of hidden obedience, a quiet act of character that seemed small at the time. Maybe it was a gesture of kindness, a choice to stand for truth, or the silent endurance of hardship without bitterness. That moment, often overlooked by the world, was not missed by heaven. It carried a frequency, a spiritual signature that resonated beyond time and space. And now, someone with power, wealth, or divine assignment has been drawn toward you. This stranger didn't stumble upon your path. They were guided, not by appearances, but by spiritual discernment. They saw what was concealed from others: your strength, your humility, your quiet faithfulness. This is the law of spiritual reciprocity. The good you put into the world, especially when unnoticed, never vanishes. It travels in silence and returns with divine timing. Galatians 6 verse 9 reminds us, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." This moment is the harvest. You are being relocated not because of luck, but because of legacy. The wealth coming toward you isn't just material, it's wisdom, opportunity, alignment, and elevation. You're not just changing environments, you're entering a new atmosphere of purpose, favor, and divine orchestration. But this move will require more from you. You cannot walk into this new space with yesterday's mindset. Old patterns must fall away. Your spiritual posture must rise. You must now lead with clarity, speak with conviction, and walk with discipline. This is not the finish line, it's the threshold. You've been chosen to carry more, to shine brighter, to influence deeper. And though it may feel unfamiliar, it is precisely where you were always meant to be. Spiritual growth demands expansion. And now, life itself is expanding around you. If you felt the unrest, the divine discontent, the urge to move or evolve, it's because your spirit already knows what your mind is just starting to realize. You are not being abandoned. You are being positioned. You are not being overlooked. You are being set apart. A wealthy stranger is not just coming to bless you. They are arriving as part of a divine transaction already written in your destiny. This is a spiritual upgrade. Walk in it. If this message resonates with your spirit, declare your faith in the journey ahead. Comment below. This shift is my spiritual upgrade. I trust where God is taking me. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any more divine insights like this. 4. Embrace the unknown with courage. Embrace the unknown with courage, because true growth never happens in places of comfort. When you're going through a spiritual awakening, life doesn't wait for your full understanding. It simply moves. What feels like chaos is often divine alignment in disguise. You may be feeling stretched, confused, even disoriented, but that's not failure, it's preparation. The discomfort you're experiencing is not punishment, but a spiritual invitation to rise higher, to release control, and to trust a process that's already in motion. This is the sacred ground where transformation takes root, not in the predictable, but in the unfamiliar. You're not just going through change, you're being molded, shaped, and refined for a greater assignment. Spiritual awakening isn't soft. It's a fire that burns away false identities and reveals the truth of who you are. There's a shift happening around you and within you. And whether you see it clearly or not, something significant has already begun. A divine force, a wealthy stranger, a symbolic guide, or a hidden opportunity is watching your life with intention. This figure didn't appear by chance. It was your unseen acts of courage, kindness, and quiet faith that attracted this energy. One moment, maybe a small decision you thought no one saw, carried so much spiritual weight that it altered your future timeline. And now, because of that moment, your life is being recalibrated. You are being positioned for relocation, not just physically, but spiritually and mentally. This is not random. This is alignment. Your path is shifting because you were bold enough to plant seeds in faith when the soil didn't seem fertile. The signs have been there all along. That sense of restlessness, that urge to move, that inner knowing that something bigger is calling you, it's real. You might have tried to silence it or explain it away, but it's only grown louder. Because your spirit knows what your mind is still catching up to. You are being prepared for a new level, and preparation always comes before elevation. The world may not applaud your journey, but heaven is orchestrating the next chapter on your behalf. A divine relocation is unfolding, one that puts you in places where your light can no longer be ignored. Don't doubt the timing. This isn't happening too soon or too late. It's happening right on schedule. Even if you don't feel ready, trust that spiritual readiness doesn't mean having all the answers. It means being available, being teachable, and being willing to walk forward even when the road isn't fully lit. As the saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Your readiness has summoned a new door, and the key is your faith. So walk through it. Stand tall in the unknown. What once felt out of reach is now moving toward you because your spirit has been aligned, your energy has spoken, and your purpose has been activated. Comment below, I trust the unknown, if you're ready to release control and grow through this powerful season of transformation. Your words carry energy. Let them declare your courage. 5. Creativity is now your superpower. Creativity is not just a talent, it is now your spiritual power. You've been placed in front of a blank canvas, and everything about this moment is sacred. Your new surroundings are not random. They are designed to equip you with exactly what you need: tools, people, resources, and the right energy to finally bring your highest vision into reality. This is your invitation to create boldly, not cautiously. Whether it's starting the business you've always dreamed of, launching a creative project, shifting your habits, or stepping into an entirely new way of living, you are no longer being asked to wait. You are being called to act, and act with purpose. What once looked impossible is now quietly aligning in your favor. But you must meet this moment with faith. As Maya Angelou once said, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. This is not just about producing something. It's about unlocking a spiritual flow that transforms everything you touch. Perhaps this shift came through what seemed like a small moment, a decision to choose love over pride, faith over fear, or truth over silence. That single act done when no one was watching activated something in the spiritual realm. You triggered a divine chain reaction. What you are experiencing now is not coincidence. It is compensation for the seeds you planted in secret. The stranger, the opportunity, the favor suddenly placed before you, it all arrived because of what you did when no one else believed in you. This is why your creativity matters. It's not just for expression, it's for expansion. It's the way the divine builds through you. The canvas isn't passive. It's sacred ground waiting for your imprint. You've been spiritually relocated to a new level because your soul was ready before your circumstances caught up. And now that alignment is here, you must honor it through action. So ask yourself, what is that one big vision you've been carrying but always putting aside because it felt too wild, too ambitious, too different? What if that dream was never random, but a divine instruction coded into your spirit from the beginning? What if this fresh space, this unexpected blessing, is your confirmation that now is the time? Your spiritual creativity is your calling card. You were chosen not to blend in, but to build. As Steve Jobs said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. You are here to lead not by force, but by inspiration, through your ideas, through your gifts, through your courage to begin. This is not the finish line, it is the spark. What happens next depends on how willing you are to use what you've been given, not someday now. If you're still with us, drop a comment below saying, "I am creating boldly." Your words help us build a community of dreamers who are ready to shape their reality with courage and creativity. 6. Purpose must guide your steps. You're not just relocating, you're being divinely positioned. This isn't about changing scenery or chasing opportunity for the sake of it. It's about walking into alignment with something far greater than yourself. A wealthy stranger may appear to be the one opening doors, but in truth, this is a spiritual appointment. Life has witnessed your integrity. It has seen you act in silence when no one applauded. It saw you stay true to your values when shortcuts looked tempting. And now, because of one small act, an act you may have forgotten, a door has swung open. Not just any door, but the one that leads you into your legacy. This shift isn't by accident. You are being moved because your presence is required elsewhere. There's a territory that needs your leadership, your voice, your energy. And the universe does not waste power, it redirects it. The wealth that finds its way to you is not just financial, it's spiritual. It comes in the form of aligned relationships, divine timing, and a new environment fertile for your purpose. But if fear governs your decisions, you will shrink in the face of expansion. Purpose, not panic, must be your compass. As it's written, without vision, the people perish. You must hold tightly to the vision placed within you. Staying grounded in your core values is your anchor. Humility is your armor. These are not just noble traits, they are spiritual tools. In the midst of change, they will protect your peace and elevate your influence. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your authenticity is already making room for you. The way you show up in this new season will determine whether this move becomes a moment or a movement. This is your time to lead, not through noise, but through clarity, consistency, and quiet conviction. Connection will be your most powerful currency. Don't walk into this new space with walls up. Let your spirit stay open to the people you're meant to meet, those who will pour into you, and those you are meant to pour into. This transition isn't just about advancement, it's about alignment. You're being relocated to unlock a deeper level of spiritual growth. The conversations, the chance meetings, the unexpected offers, they are all part of a divine puzzle, forming a picture you can't yet see. But you will. And when you do, it will all make sense. Your blessing is not the relocation. Your blessing is the assignment that comes with it. Let this opportunity become a legacy. Let every step you take be guided not by fear or pressure, but by the inner knowing that you were made for this. What once felt impossible is now inevitable. This is not just a new place. This is your spiritual next level. Comment below, "I walk with purpose," if you're ready to be guided by vision, not fear, and to turn this next step into something lasting and meaningful. 7. Every step was meant to prepare you. Every step you've taken, no matter how painful or confusing, was part of a divine design preparing you for this very moment. The delays that made you question your worth, the struggles that tested your faith, the silence that left you wondering if you were forgotten, all of it was orchestrated to build your spiritual foundation. You weren't being punished. You were being positioned. Every obstacle was shaping your character, deepening your spiritual wisdom, and aligning your energy with a higher path. What once felt random now reveals itself as perfect alignment, and your spiritual awakening has opened your eyes to this truth. You were never lost. You were being led. Even in the seasons when everything seemed still, something powerful was happening within you. You were being refined in the fire of endurance, developing patience, discernment, and strength that no shortcut could ever produce. This inner work was sacred. It was the universe's way of making sure you could carry the weight of the blessing that's about to enter your life. And now, something remarkable is unfolding. A powerful figure, someone you may not even know, is being divinely guided to cross your path. They've seen your light, not because you sought validation, but because your energy has become undeniable. You've silently impacted lives, and your spiritual resilience has become a beacon. This person has the power to elevate your life, to open a door that changes everything, not because of luck, but because your spirit has aligned with divine timing. What's happening now is not a coincidence. It's confirmation. You're being relocated, elevated, and realigned for a greater purpose. This isn't just a material shift. It's a spiritual repositioning. Your past no longer fits the person you've become. You've grown beyond your old story, and it's time to walk into the chapter that your soul has been preparing for. The pain didn't break you, it built you. The wait didn't delay you, it prepared you. Now, every step you take is backed by spiritual momentum. You're walking with power, not because you're trying to prove something, but because you've become something. You've become someone who understands the value of the process. This moment is sacred. What once seemed like loss was actually gain. What felt like rejection was redirection. And what you once thought was the end was just the beginning of your true calling. There is no need to fear this transition. You are not the same person who once doubted. You are spiritually awake, grounded, and ready. Let your actions reflect the wisdom you've gained. Let your choices honor the journey you've walked. And as you step forward, remember, the reward isn't just the relocation. It's the realization that everything, absolutely everything, was preparing you for this. To affirm that every step was preparation, not punishment, declare your readiness. Comment below, "I am prepared for purpose," to honor your journey and encourage others to trust the divine path unfolding in their lives. And remember, chosen one, sometimes the smallest act of light is what unlocks the greatest shift in your destiny. The universe saw what you did, even when no one else did. Now, a door is opening, and it's not random, it's divinely aligned. Stay open, stay ready. Your next chapter is being written by unseen hands. If this message spoke to your spirit, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs this word, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss the guidance that could change your life. Your journey is just beginning. Don't walk it alone. 12 things that the chosen ones and the starseeds must know. In the year 2025, welcome to Spiritual Wisdom, where transformation meets truth. In this powerful season of 2025, the energies around us are shifting rapidly, and the chosen ones and starseeds are being called to greater heights. This is not a time to be comfortable, but a time to rise, to remember, and to reclaim your divine purpose. In today's video, we will dive into 12 essential truths that every awakened soul must know to navigate this spiritual wave with strength, clarity, and purpose. How are you preparing for this new chapter? Leave your thoughts in the comments, share your light, and don't forget to like and subscribe if this message resonates with your journey. Let's grow together. 1. You are being activated, not for comfort, but for mission. Activation never comes gently. It doesn't knock politely on your door. It tears the door off its hinges. This spiritual activation often feels like chaos, like your world is falling apart. And in many ways, it is. But not because something is wrong. Rather, because everything false must fall. You are being stripped of illusions, attachments, and limitations. Every uncomfortable experience, every loss, every disappointment, it's all part of a divine orchestration to shake you awake. You are not being called to comfort. You are being called to purpose. The old world, the old patterns, the old ways of being, they no longer serve the frequency you are rising into. Your soul signed a contract long before you were born. That contract wasn't for a life of ease. It was for a mission, a sacred assignment to anchor light, to speak truth, to heal, and to awaken those still asleep in the dream. That's why the discomfort came. It was never random. It was initiation. Spiritual growth demands a cost, and that cost is often your comfort. In a world that tells you to chase safety, predictability, and ease, your spirit chose a higher path, a path of transformation. Choosing growth over comfort isn't easy, but it is sacred. Because every time you stretch beyond what you thought you could bear, you expand into more of who you truly are. And that is what this journey is about, not becoming something new, but remembering who you've always been beneath the noise. This path will require you to surrender control, to say yes when everything in you wants to run, to walk alone when no one understands your calling. It will require tears, stillness, faith, and unshakable courage. But on the other side of that sacrifice is divine clarity. The kind of clarity that cannot be taught, it must be earned through experience, through the breaking and rebuilding of the self. Your pain is not meaningless. Your challenges are not curses. They are training grounds for your purpose. Every heartbreak is carving out space for deeper love. Every closed door is a redirection toward your soul's true path. Every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, every moment of isolation, it is shaping you into a vessel of spiritual power, into someone who doesn't just speak light, but is light. And through all of this, you begin to understand. This isn't about becoming better. It's about becoming real, becoming whole, becoming aligned with your divine blueprint. Because when a chosen one rises, They don't rise for themselves. They rise for the collective, for the ones still stuck in the illusion, for the souls who don't yet remember their light. Are you ready to embrace the discomfort and step fully into your divine mission? If so, comment below. I accept the activation to show your commitment to this powerful awakening. 2. The matrix is tightening. Expect resistance. The matrix is tightening its grip. And if you're waking up, you're going to feel it. You may already be feeling it. The moment your consciousness begins to rise, the system you live in, this invisible web of control, distraction, and conditioning, begins to push back. It resists your awakening because your awareness is a threat to its design. This resistance isn't random. It's confirmation. It's a signpost that you're moving in the right direction. As a chosen one or a starseed, you weren't meant to sleep through life. You were never meant to just survive. Your soul came here with a mission to awaken, to remember, and to rise. And that path, while sacred, is not easy. The more awake you become, the more friction you may face. Whether it's people misunderstanding you, systems trying to break your spirit, or inner turmoil rising to the surface, it's all part of the spiritual awakening process. Resistance doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're evolving. You're shedding layers of illusion and stepping into truth. And when you do that, your energy changes. Your vibration disrupts the old patterns and invites in a new reality. That's powerful. And power always attracts pressure. Now more than ever, in 2025, chosen ones and starseeds need to stay grounded in their purpose. You need to know that this resistance isn't here to destroy you. It's here to refine you. It's here to test your commitment to your path. It's the fire that turns coal into diamonds. So when you feel the pressure building, when life gets heavier, when others doubt your truth, when the world seems to work against your growth, don't retreat. Lean in. Let that resistance remind you that your light is too bright to be ignored. The system can't control what it can't comprehend, and you, beloved soul, are beyond its limits. You're not crazy for feeling out of place. You're not weak for needing solitude. You're not broken because you see through the illusions others still cling to. You're awake in a sleeping world, and that is both your burden and your blessing. Let's keep going, because every moment you choose to rise instead of collapse, every time you choose truth over comfort, you're sending a ripple through the collective consciousness. You're lighting a path for others. You're doing the soul work that shifts timelines, heals generations, and reclaims divine power. This journey isn't for the faint of heart, but you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to awaken others simply by being who you are. Spiritual resistance is a spiritual confirmation. It means you are aligning with your soul's mission. It means you are shedding the artificial and stepping into the authentic. The matrix pushes back hardest when you're on the brink of breakthrough. Don't fear the resistance. Respect it, learn from it, and rise above it. Comment below. I choose awakening over illusion if you're ready to rise above the resistance. 3. Your energy is a commodity. Protect it. In the spiritual journey of a chosen one or a starseed, few lessons are more essential in 2025 than this. Your energy is sacred, and it must be protected at all costs. You may not always see it, but your presence carries power. Your light changes the atmosphere. Your spirit awakens something divine in others. This is not by accident. It's because you were sent here to shift frequencies, to walk in truth, and to remind this world of the higher realms from which your soul originated. But with great light comes great responsibility. And one of the most overlooked responsibilities in your spiritual path is guarding your energy like the precious treasure it truly is. Have you ever noticed how some people seem magnetically drawn to you, not for who you are, but for how you make them feel? They come to you when they're hurting, when they're lost, when they're emotionally depleted. They talk, and you listen. They cry, and you comfort. They leave, and you remain drained. Why does this happen? Because energy is not invisible, it's transferable. And when your spirit radiates love, peace, and insight, others will subconsciously crave your light to fill the void within themselves. But here's the spiritual truth you must hold close. Not everyone who seeks your light deserves to sit at your table. There are those who will celebrate your presence, and there are those who will consume it. Not every hand that reaches out is a hand that heals. Some are hands that take. Protect your energy. It's not just a vibe, it's your essence, your truth, your divine currency. This is where boundaries become your spiritual armor. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you're cold, distant, or unkind. It means you respect your calling enough to preserve what fuels it. Think of your energy like a sacred flame. Would you let just anyone play with fire in your temple? Of course not. So why would you let just anyone access your inner world? There will always be emotional vampires, people who attach themselves to your light because they haven't found their own. And while compassion is part of your divine nature, codependency is not. The difference between helping someone rise and being pulled down is discernment. Ask yourself, who gets the best of me? Who drains me? Am I giving to heal or to feel needed? These aren't just questions. They're mirrors, helping you see the patterns that shape your spiritual health. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. Dr. Phil. If your energy is always scattered, depleted, or overwhelmed, how can you fulfill your mission? You weren't chosen to be everyone's emotional healer. You were chosen to embody divine alignment, to be whole, not broken for the sake of others. You cannot pour from an empty spirit. You were never meant to. So take a moment and reflect. Are you investing your energy or giving it away carelessly? Is your light being honored or exploited? These are the spiritual audits we must all do, especially in a time when distractions are louder and energy warfare is real. You are here to rise, to awaken, and to hold space for a new consciousness. That sacred task requires energy pure, protected, and intentional. So protect your peace. Guard your light. Don't apologize for saying no. Don't explain why you need rest. Don't feel guilty for choosing solitude over noise. Your soul knows what it needs to stay aligned. Leave a like and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to activate the notification bell so you never miss powerful content like this. Keep protecting your energy and shining your light. Comment below. My energy is sacred, and I protect it fiercely. 4. Isolation is a catalyst, not a punishment. So many chosen ones feel the heaviness of separation. Family drifts away. Friends fall silent. Invitations fade. At first, this isolation feels like rejection, a cosmic exile that stings the heart. But this phase is not meant to break you. It's meant to purify you. Solitude is not a curse. It is a divine refinement process where distractions are stripped away, illusions are burned off, and what remains is your authentic soul. This sacred space of aloneness is where your true voice begins to rise. It is during these quiet seasons that the noise of the world dims enough for you to hear the whispers of your spirit. The conversations you used to rely on disappear, only to be replaced with deeper inner dialogue. You start asking questions that others fear. Who am I beneath the conditioning? What am I really here for? What does my spirit crave beyond what the world has taught me to chase? Solitude becomes a spiritual discipline. It forces you to sit with your own energy, confront your shadows, and tune into higher guidance. It is in the silence of isolation where many chosen ones begin to remember who they truly are, not through external validation, but through inner revelation. This period of solitude is your spiritual cocoon. Just as the caterpillar must isolate itself in the chrysalis before emerging as a butterfly, you too must withdraw before your wings can spread. But here's the mystery. What looks like isolation is actually divine orchestration. The universe removes what no longer serves your frequency. It reorganizes your life to align you with your mission. During this time, you're not being punished. You're being prepared. You are being emptied so that you can be filled with power, vision, and purpose. This is the way of the spiritual warrior. As the days stretch long in silence, trust that your soul is being recalibrated to a higher vibration. The longer you sit in the sacred stillness, the louder your divine guidance becomes. Many people run from solitude, but the chosen ones learn to honor it. They learn that spiritual growth often requires withdrawal, introspection, and complete surrender to the unknown. In this season, make peace with the quiet. Let go of the need to be understood by those not on your path. Stop seeking belonging in places you've outgrown. Remember that separation is protection. The divine is not punishing you, it is positioning you. As you embrace this deeper solitude, you'll discover a connection to spirit more intimate than anything this world could offer. The path of the chosen is not walked in crowds. It is walked in faith, often alone, and always with divine guidance. And when you emerge from this sacred space of isolation, you will not only be stronger, you will be awakened, aligned, and anointed. Comment below, I embrace divine solitude, if you're ready to grow through this sacred season. 5. Prepare for sudden changes and redirections. If you're a chosen one or a starseed, you're not imagining the turbulence. You're feeling the pulse of transformation in your soul. And while change may feel uncomfortable, even chaotic, you must understand this. What seems like disruption is actually divine redirection. Unexpected changes are coming. Not just the small ones, but deep, soul-level shifts that will affect your path, your relationships, and your very sense of identity. You may wake up one day and feel called to leave a place, release a connection, or surrender a dream you once held tightly. These changes aren't here to destroy you. They're here to align you. Even if things fall apart, trust that something greater is being built in its place. When the universe begins to realign you, it often looks like confusion at first. But spiritual awakening is not a gentle breeze. It's a sacred storm that clears the way for divine purpose. And if you're listening right now, it means you're being guided through that very process. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. This year, more than ever, it's important for you to stay grounded in faith. When old plans collapse, when people walk away, and when your comfort zone starts to disappear, remember, you were never meant to live a small life. Chosen ones are called to walk uncommon paths. Starseeds carry light codes that awaken others. That kind of mission requires clarity, not comfort. So if your life starts to feel unfamiliar, if you're suddenly led in a direction you didn't plan to lean in, don't resist the detour. Flow with the current. What looks like a delay might actually be divine protection. What feels like loss could be the space being made for something more aligned, more powerful, more you. In 2025, pay close attention to what your spirit is trying to tell you. Don't ignore the whispers. Don't brush off the signs. You're being guided in ways the logical mind cannot understand. Trust your intuition. Trust the energy. Trust that everything is happening for you, not to you. Even in the middle of uncertainty, know this: you are never alone. The universe is orchestrating every shift, every exit, every encounter with precision and purpose. You are being redirected toward people who see you, environments that nurture you, and missions that awaken your true essence. And yes, there will be moments of grief, because letting go isn't easy. But growth requires release, and your soul came here to evolve. Let this be the year you stop clinging to what was and open your heart to what can be. Let this be the season where you honor your journey, even the messy, unpredictable parts of it, because those very moments are where your power is born. Now more than ever, chosen ones and starseeds must rise with wisdom, with grace, and with faith. Not blind faith, but soul-deep knowing that no matter how the outer world looks, the inner compass will never fail you. If you believe and are ready to embrace divine change, repeat after me. I am open to sudden shifts and divine redirection. I trust that everything is realigning for my highest good. 6. Betrayals are possible. Let go gracefully. Let's take a moment to talk about something deeply spiritual and universally human: betrayal. If you are a chosen one, a starseed, or someone walking a path of higher consciousness, this message is for you. Because in 2025, one of the most profound lessons on your journey is this: betrayals are not setbacks. They are spiritual revelations. When someone betrays you, they aren't just showing you who they are. They are also helping you realign with who you truly are. This might sound harsh at first, but pause and ask yourself, what if betrayal was never meant to break you, but to bless you? Here's the truth. Not everyone can go where you're going. Your spiritual path is sacred. Your vibration is rising. Your purpose is expanding. And while you might want to take everyone with you, friends, family, people you've loved and trusted, some of them simply aren't meant to grow with you. They were part of your past chapters, but not your future ones. As Maya Angelou once said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Betrayal is often the universe's way of revealing what words and smiles may have hidden. And when that truth is unveiled, the most powerful thing you can do is let go gracefully. Letting go doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise. It means you trust that divine energy is removing what no longer aligns with your higher calling. So, instead of holding on to bitterness, resentment, or the illusion that they'll change, choose peace. Choose grace. Choose to close that chapter with love, not hate. In 2025, chosen ones and starseeds are being divinely protected like never before. Those who secretly sabotaged you, spoke against you, or drained your energy, they are being spiritually removed from your circle. And it's not personal, it's purposeful. This is spiritual alignment in action. Now ask yourself, have I been holding on to people or patterns that no longer serve my soul? If the answer is yes, then this is your confirmation to release them. Because every time you choose to let go with love, you create space for something higher to take its place. Clarity, healing, and new divine connections. As Rumi beautifully said, try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. Let this be your mantra as you move forward. Trust the flow. Trust the process. And most importantly, trust the divine timing of your life. You are not being abandoned. You are being elevated. You are not losing people. You are finding your spiritual tribe. And you are not breaking. You are awakening. If this message spoke to your spirit today, leave a comment of faith. I release what no longer serves me. I trust that God is removing what's not meant for my journey. 7. Intuition is in overdrive. Trust it. Intuition is not just a gentle nudge. It's a divine roar echoing from within. The gut feelings you're experiencing aren't random. They're not anxiety or overthinking. They're spiritual downloads arriving faster and stronger than ever before. You may find yourself waking up with sudden insights, feeling inexplicably drawn to or away from people, places, or choices. Even if it doesn't make logical sense on the surface, trust it. This is not the season for overanalyzing or second-guessing. It's a season of spiritual alignment. Your intuition is your internal compass, your divine GPS that guides you through the unseen terrain of purpose, protection, and transformation. Many starseeds and chosen ones are being elevated into positions of influence not through worldly systems, but through spiritual sensitivity. You're being called to navigate not by sight, but by insight. This means making choices not just based on what your eyes can see, but on what your spirit knows to be true. The world may call it foolish, but in the spiritual realm, this is wisdom. Intuition is sacred. It's a divine inheritance coded in your soul long before your birth. When the world is loud with noise and logic tries to dominate, intuition is the still, strong voice that says, "This is the way to walk in it." It might feel uncomfortable. It might lead you away from the crowd, from safety, from approval. But it always leads you to the truth. And for the chosen ones, truth is everything. Your intuition is connected to a greater intelligence. The same force that aligns the stars and causes the tides to move is also moving within you. You're not just making decisions, you're co-creating with the universe, aligning with spiritual energy that sees far beyond what your physical eyes ever could. As you step forward into 2025, honor this gift. Nurture it through stillness, through prayer, through quiet moments with your spirit. The more you trust it, the more clearly it speaks. And when it does, don't hesitate. Move. Even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. Because that discomfort is often the signal that you're stepping into divine territory. If your intuition has been louder than ever, don't ignore it. Trust it fully. Like this video, subscribe for more divine guidance, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's affirm this inner knowing together. 8. You are a mirror, and it's uncomfortable. Your energy carries a vibration that is not just light, it is revealing. When you walk into a room, your presence speaks before you even say a word. Your spirit has weight, and whether you know it or not, your energy reflects the hidden shadows in others, the parts they've avoided, denied, or buried. This reflection doesn't require confrontation. It happens naturally, silently, and powerfully. And this is why you may notice something strange. Some people will be drawn to you, almost magnetically. They'll admire your strength, your calm, your insight, your authenticity. They'll say you carry peace, that there's something about you that makes them feel safe and inspired. But at the very same time, others might become defensive, jealous, or even hostile. Not because you've harmed them, but because your light shines too brightly on their inner wounds. As a mirror, you are not just seen, you show. You reveal truths people are not yet ready to face. And sometimes, they will project their discomfort onto you. They'll accuse you of being too intense, too sensitive, or too different. But don't let that make you shrink. One of the greatest spiritual lessons of this journey is learning to stay honest with yourself, even when others can't handle your truth. Do not dim your light just because someone else finds it blinding. You were not created to be small. You are not here to blend in. You were born to stand out and stand strong, because your presence activates healing even if it doesn't always look like it. There will be moments when you question why certain people fall away, why relationships suddenly shift, why some turn cold without reason. But here's the truth. Your energy disrupts what's false. You don't have to say a word. Your vibration already speaks volumes. And those who are not ready to evolve will naturally pull away. Still, this isn't a punishment. It's alignment. You're not losing people. You're making space for those who see you and celebrate you. You're preparing the way for deeper connections, higher vibrations, and sacred alignment with your soul tribe. So here's what you must remember. Chosen one, your life is a living testimony. Your healing journey, your resilience, your spiritual awakening, it all reflects what's possible for others. But they must choose it. You can't walk the path for them. You can only keep walking in your light and let your life be the mirror that guides. Let this be your reminder in 2025 and beyond. You are a mirror, not a mask. You were never meant to hide. You were meant to awaken others by fully being yourself, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it costs you relationships, even when it feels lonely. If you're still here, comment, "I reflect the truth," below. Your words help us shine even brighter together. 9. Time is sacred. Use it wisely. If you are a chosen one or a starseed, this is your divine reminder. Your time is not just a human measurement, it is sacred currency. Time is your most precious spiritual resource. It's not something you can borrow, pause, or refund. Once spent, it's gone forever. So, how are you really spending your days? In the spiritual realm, time is energy, and your energy, as a chosen one, is magnetic and powerful. Every moment you waste is a moment stolen from your higher calling. As the mystic Rumi once said, "Don't get lost in your pain. Know that one day your pain will become your cure." But to arrive at that cure, that healing, that awakening, you must walk wisely through the corridor of time. Think about this. Are you giving your sacred hours to distractions, to people who drain your soul, or to habits that keep you stuck in old timelines? Or are you consciously aligning every minute with your mission, your growth, and your transformation? We live in an age where distractions have been glorified. Social media, comparison, noise, and endless scrolling pull even the strongest souls away from their divine blueprint. That's why, now more than ever in 2025, you must rise with spiritual discernment. You must ask yourself, is this thought, this activity, or this person bringing me closer to my purpose or further away from it? Eliminating distractions isn't just about productivity, it's about energy mastery. When your energy is scattered, your manifestations weaken. When your mind is cluttered, divine guidance gets drowned out. So, how can you begin to clear the clutter? What would your life look like if you focus solely on what feeds your soul? The great philosopher Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Isn't it time to reflect on where your attention is going? What are you nourishing with your sacred energy? Because what you feed grows. As a starseed, or a chosen one, your soul didn't incarnate just to survive. You came here to lead, to heal, to activate light in the darkness. But you can't do that if you're constantly distracted, emotionally drained, or misaligned with your mission. Your spiritual mission requires clarity, intention, and unwavering focus. Here's a gentle yet powerful invitation for you. Take a moment today to look at your schedule. Observe it not through the eyes of a busy human, but through the lens of a divine soul with a mission. What can be released? What can be prioritized? And what needs more of your sacred presence? Every day you wake up is another vote of confidence from the universe that your mission is not yet complete. You're still here for a reason, but remember, time is not promised. Use it as the sacred tool it is. Honor it, protect it, align it. Have you ever made a conscious decision to guard your time like it's sacred? If so, share how it's transformed your life in the comments below, so others can be inspired. If not, comment, "I will choose wisely," and let's begin honoring the most precious currency we have, time. 10. Your light will induce both love and jealousy. Your light will not only inspire love, admiration, and curiosity, it will also stir up jealousy, resentment, and discomfort in others. Your spiritual radiance shines so brightly that it naturally reveals what others try to keep hidden in the dark, and not everyone is ready to face that. The energy you carry speaks before you ever say a word. People feel something when you walk into a room, and that something cannot be faked or explained away. It is divine. Some will be drawn to you because your presence awakens something deep within them. They will feel safe, seen, and uplifted. But others will be triggered, not because you've done anything wrong, but because your light reminds them of the healing and growth they've been avoiding. It can expose insecurities, fears, and wounds they haven't yet faced. And often, instead of seeking their own transformation, they project their pain outward toward you. But here's what you must remember. Jealousy is not a sign that you should shrink, hide, or dim your light. It's a sign that you're doing exactly what your soul came here to do. Elevate the vibration, disturb the status quo, and awaken others by simply being yourself. You must not allow their envy or misunderstanding to distort your vision or distract you from your purpose. Keep walking, keep shining, keep anchoring your spiritual truth into this physical world. The divine path is not always smooth, but it is always sacred. Every glare, every whisper, every form of resistance you encounter is simply confirmation that your light is real and it is powerful. In a world that often celebrates sameness, your authenticity is revolutionary. You are not here to fit in. You are here to lead, to heal, and to elevate. And though your journey may feel lonely at times, you are never alone. The universe walks with you, aligns with you, and surrounds you with unseen forces of support. So as the energies of 2025 continue to intensify, let this be your grounding truth. Your spiritual light is not a mistake, it's a mission. You were made to shine. You were made to transform. And the love you carry within you is far greater than the jealousy you may face. Stay focused, stay connected, Stay spiritually rooted in who you are, because your presence is already making more of a difference than you know. 11. Dreams and downloads are messages. One of the next things that the chosen ones and star-seeders must grasp in this season of spiritual awakening is the power of dreams and downloads. These are not random thoughts or visions that pass in the night. They are divine messages, personal transmissions from the divine sent directly to your soul. In the year 2025, the veil between dimensions is thinner than ever, and that means the guidance you receive through dreams and sudden insights is not only real, it's necessary. You may have sensed it already. As you go deeper into your spiritual journey, your dreams become more vivid, more symbolic, and sometimes more intense. That's not a coincidence. It's confirmation. Your spirit is awakening, and your connection to the higher realms is being activated. When your physical body sleeps, your soul is often traveling. You are not just resting. You are receiving. You are being shown things that your conscious mind may not yet understand, but your spirit recognizes immediately. And these messages do not only come during sleep. You can experience downloads during meditation, during the day, or even in the quiet of a walk in nature. A download is a sudden understanding that falls into your awareness like a flash of light, inexplicable but undeniable. It may come as a vision, a saying, a powerful realization that cuts through the confusion and brings instant clarity. When this happens, pay attention. It is your higher self speaking. It is the universe aligning you with your next step. These moments are sacred. Don't ignore them. Don't push them away because they seem strange or unclear. Instead, start honoring them. Keep a journal. Write down what you saw, what you felt, what you experienced. Even if it doesn't make sense now, trust that it will over time. Divine messages often unfold in layers. What seems small today may reveal profound truths tomorrow. This is part of your spiritual evolution, your ability to listen, record, reflect, and receive again. As you begin to honor your dreams and downloads, something powerful happens. The flow increases. You will begin to notice patterns. Symbols repeat. Insights deepen. You will realize that you are in constant conversation with something greater than yourself. It's not about being special. It's about waking up. The truth is that the universe has always been speaking. The difference is that now you are finally listening. As the chosen one, the seed of the stars, your mission requires spiritual discernment. It requires you to transcend logic and enter into divine alignment. And that means learning to trust your inner guidance over the noise of the world. Your dreams are your sacred maps. Your downloads are your keys. And every time you write them down, every time you reflect on what you have been shown, you move deeper into your purpose. Now let's be honest, this path is not always easy. Some dreams may bring difficult things to the surface. Some downloads may challenge your comfort zone or disrupt your plans. But that is part of awakening. True growth is not safe. It is transformational. And when you say yes to your mission, whether you realize it or not, you also say yes to receiving divine truth, no matter how it comes. Are you ready to receive divine guidance through your dreams and spiritual downloads? If so, comment below. I will listen to show your commitment to honoring the messages being revealed to you. 12. This is a window, not a deadline. This moment in time is not a race to be won. It is a rhythm to be felt. The energy of 2025 invites you to pause, breathe, and realign with your soul's truth. This is not about speed, it's about sacred timing. Just like the moon waxes and wanes, and the tides follow the pull of the unseen, your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. This is your time to surrender, not sprint. So let me ask you gently, where have you been rushing? And what would happen if you stopped trying to outrun divine timing? So many chosen ones and starseeds feel the inner urgency, the pressure to figure it all out, to fulfill their mission overnight, to transform instantly. But beloved, your purpose is not a to-do list. Your spiritual journey is not linear. This year, let go of the need to chase. Instead, choose to align. Allow things to come to you. Flow with divine timing rather than fight it. Breathe again. Can you feel that? That stillness? That's where your power lives. Not in the noise, not in the chaos, but in your connection to the present moment. The spiritual work of this year begins with listening. Listening to your intuition. Listening to divine guidance. Listening to your own heart without distraction. When you honor the sacred timing of your soul, you begin to see that nothing is late and everything is aligned. You realize that the universe is not rushing you. You've just been rushing yourself. And once you release that false sense of urgency, you begin to move in harmony with the universe instead of resisting it. Let this be the year where you stop trying to make things happen and start allowing things to happen through you. Let 2025 be the year you return to your natural rhythm. The year you stop forcing and start flowing. The year you no longer chase, but attract. You don't have to force anything. If it's meant to be, it will come naturally. The universe is already working in your favor. Remind yourself of that truth every time fear creeps in. Because in truth, when you align with your spiritual self, your energy does the work. Your vibration becomes the magnet. Your peace becomes your power. So I leave you with this. Trust the portal, not the pressure. Let 2025 be a divine unfolding, not a frantic pursuit. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be. To honor the sacred timing of your journey, declare your alignment. Comment below, I trust divine timing, to affirm your faith and inspire others to slow down, reflect, and move with intention. And there you have 12 profound truths that every chosen one and starseed must know as we journey through the transformative energy of 2025. As always, remember, you are not alone, and your light is needed now more than ever. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more soul-deep insights and divine guidance. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of truth, clarity, and spiritual power. Until next time, stay grounded, stay awakened, and keep shining your light